Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, the Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. The Most High, the Hidden Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, not Yahusha. It's Yahweh Shah. So gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the bishop and elders of the great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. In a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth and believing this truth to the four ends of the earth, the entire world shed light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the outward who are listening, learning. You feel sister or listening, coming at another lesson in truth, faith, and education, another data education, always we gotta find. I'm Isaiah from GMS Orlando Camp, and I titled this lesson, The Weapons of the Lord's Indignation. And Lord willing, I ain't gonna make this too long. I just saw these articles, and I just want to get a couple precepts. So, I ain't gonna show these articles because it's gonna take too long, and I'm sure my computer, my some kind of way my computer gonna freeze up. So I got the articles at the top of my screen, and as I put the mouse on them, I could just read the titles of the articles because this is the hot topic. The RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, the micro C hill, is mainstream media, mainstream news. World War III, mainstream news. This is mainstream media news. World War III, the MOTB. And as you watch different world newses, you see famine playing out. Esau always mentioning different type of pessimists. These are all mainstream headlines. So I saw these articles, and certain ones hit different than others because I'm looking at a whole bunch of other ones. Like this one, I was just looking at. It says it's so many, but then you got Jakes that say missiles ain't in the Bible, but it's so many articles talking about intercontinental ballistic missiles. So the one I was just looking at, see if I can go back to it here. Now this is from Bulletin of the Atomic Scientist. What is this? Let me see. Let me open this up. Bulletin of the Atomic Scientist. Hypersonic weapons are, what is it? Hypersonic weapons are, what is this? Mediocre? It's time to stop wasting money on them. Hold on. Now I gotta look this word up real quick. It's gonna be something quick too. I ain't gonna spend too much time on this. I love looking at these articles because they be hitting hard, man. So let me get this word. Because if I don't know how to pronounce it, I like to look it up. So this is
mediocre.
Mediocre. Okay, Salakia. It don't sound how it's spelled. So it say hypersonic weapons are mediocre. It's time to stop wasting money on them. Okay? So it's time to stop wasting money on missiles. But the prophecy say the Lord said, let's go to this real quick. In Joel 3. See, people don't understand what's going on, man. Hypersonic weapons are mediocre. It's time to stop wasting money on them. Well, that's not. Well, this is not according to the world's view. This is not according to the so-called white man's wisdom. This is not the mind of the so-called white man. This is the mind of Yahweh Shema Shai. Now that article said, stop wasting money on hypersonic weapons. Well, the Lord said, spend your money on hypersonic weapons. This is Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. So here it is, when the Lord says, spend your money on weapons, beat your plowshares and the swords, and your pruning hooks and the spears, let the weak say I'm strong. So this article that's here from Bulletin, what is it? Salakia. It was from Bulletin something. It done disappeared on me. From Bulletin of atomic scientists said hypersonic weapons are mediocre. It's time to stop wasting money on them. Beat your plowshares and the swords, Joel 3 and 10. Beat your plowshares and the swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. So the Lord is saying the money that these countries is using for sharecropping, agriculture, put that to the side and spend your money on weapons, on these intercontinental ballistic missiles. So this other article says, now this one, Iran planning to resume testing nuclear bomb detonators. These are the one I'm looking at in the phone. I got some on my computer I'm going to read here. Bear with me. Okay, the other ones done disappeared. Okay, it say Chinese scientists say they found a way to make hypersonic missiles skip in the sky to strike deeper. Hold on, let's open this. This is from Insider. Chinese scientists say they found a way to make hypersonic missiles skip in the sky to strike deeper. It's a U.S. experts aren't convinced it'll be effective. Yeah, the Lord. These are the weapons of the Lord indignation. So who is U.S. experts unconvinced it'll be effective? So those are the ones I was looking at on the phone because I'm constantly looking at these articles about missiles. Now this one say I got it on my computer here. I got a few of them across the top of the screen. Biden open to sending long-range cruise missiles to Ukraine. This is from Politico. This one says, this one from News, News, KNEWZ. It says Russia's secret nuclear dossier leaked. 32 NATO targets shown on hit list prepared by Putin's Navy. So they saying here, this is an article from the day. They saying that Russia's secret nuclear dossier leaked 32 NATO targets shown on hit list prepared by Putin's Navy. So Putin got 32 NATO countries as a target. This is another article from thehill.com. U.S. threatens response if Iran sends ballistic missiles to Russia. Why is these articles talking about missiles? Here's another one. This is from Newsweek.com. Israel official says Iran war inevitable and U.S. should strike now. Israel official says Iran war inevitable and U.S. should strike now. Right now, they say. This is from responsiblestatecraft.org. While Russia is far outpacing U.S. and NATO in weapons production. It's a lot more, man. These just the ones I saw from today. There's news articles from yesterday, day before. Every day, there's different articles about the weapons of the Lord's indignation. And I just want to make the point because it tell you, let's get this. There's a day coming, man. There's a day coming. Man, it's gonna be ugly, man. There's a day coming that shall burn as an oven. This is Malachi 4:1. For behold, a day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud. And the apostles always mention this oven here, one of those ancient ovens. And all the proud, yeah, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So what can do this? What can make everything? It said, in that day coming shall burn them up. It shall leave them neither root nor branch. What can do this? What can do this? When you think about the movie Terminator 2 with Sarah Connor, the scene when she fell asleep on the picnic table and she was in that trance and she saw the missiles hit and that blast from the missiles, right? They get that from the scriptures, man. This is Zechariah 14:2. It reads, and this is the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. What can do this? And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. What kind of plague is this that can do this? This is Isaiah chapter 9. And this is just, I was thinking about this. I usually put my scripture together with my title. First time in my life, I'm freestyling because I know the precepts. So this is Isaiah 9. It reads, therefore the Lord, Isaiah 9:17, therefore the Lord shall have no joy in the young men, neither shall have mercy on the fatherless and widows, for everyone is a hypocrite and an evildoer, and every mouth speaketh folly. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still, because the Lord is merciful. For wickedness is the point I want to make. This is Isaiah 9:18 and 19. For wickedness burneth as the fire. It shall devour the briars and thorns. These briars and thorns are talking about 2/3 of our people. And shall kindle in the thickets of the forest. The thickets of the forest, Babylon the Great. It's going to be your neighborhoods, the ghettos, the favelas, the barrios, and shall kindle in the thickets of the forest, and they shall mount up like the lifting up of smoke. Who is the day? Who is the day that's going to be lifting up? Like I say, and they shall mount up like the lifting up of smoke. Verse 19. Through the wrath of Yahweh of hosts is the land darkened, and the people, who? The people shall be as the fuel of the fire. And if you understand what it means to fuel a fire, that means you got to keep throwing wood on the fire to keep it going, right? A bigger blaze. So it's going to be the people that's going to be burning, man. That's going to be fuel, say, and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire. Let's get this. This is also Isaiah. And Jake think this is a game. And so I want to mention this because some chick came on my comment board on the lesson that I did the other day about defiling the temple. And she said, y'all always mention, she said, I've been watching y'all. She said, y'all always mention about adultery, smoking, and something else she said. As a matter of fact, I got it right here. She say, now I was finna do a lesson and respond to it, but I'm not. Because I put on the comment board. I texted back on the comment board. But this is something, it's at, I don't know, a Trebia Jones question. How come you guys never talk about the other 600 plus laws that we should be following that could lead to death? Now, she came to the comment board, a video I did, the file in the temple is a death penalty and you will get put to death. She said, I notice you guys only talk about smoking, adultery, and dietary. Shouldn't we be learning about the others too? Shouldn't they shouldn't they be just as important to follow? Of course. So I said about we rehearsing the right acts of the Lord. So when you read Judges 5 and 11, I put this on the comment board. When you rehearse it, we are rehearsing. Rehearsing means to become perfect. So for the moment, we are rehearsing. We can't keep all the laws. We're not justified by the laws, but but you can get put to death. So when she said, y'all just mentioned smoking, adultery, dietary. So on the comment board, I said, when you read rehearsing the righteous acts, so we try to do everything possible to follow the ones that we can, and the ones that we don't, and the ones that we can't follow. If you walking righteously every day of the week, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, what are you breaking? What are you breaking? So I said to sum it all up, we are rehearsing this righteous acts of the Lord. So I said, of course we try to practice. If brother got women and they women period is on, of course you gonna tell, listen, you can't cook. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna cook till your period go off. Of course, if you you don't got two houses, so you and your girl gotta sleep in the same bed. Or you can take it upon yourself as a man to sleep on the couch, on the floor, make a pad on the floor. You got a blow up mattress, or you got a mattress. You bought a nice, comfortable mattress, pillow top, purple mattress with all the sleep number, whatever. So when your girl period do come on, you just put the mattress on the floor. You can do that too. But we in captivity. So I was naming a couple of other things. There are so many laws. It tell you if you plowing with a man's ox and the ox get wounded, you got to pay for that. There's a lot of laws. So all I said was, go and read them. What you need to do is go read the laws. We talks about everything that keeps us from getting put to death. And I was finna mention, I was also gonna do a lesson. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing a lesson on that. What you need to understand is there are some laws that ain't punishable by death. And there are some that is. What we are doing is rehearsing the righteous acts of the Lord, not to get put to death. If you so that caught up, you need to go and read the laws. There's a lot. And I was going to read the one in Leviticus 18 and 24. And the Lord said, He removed the nations from the midst of us, that we should not do none of these things. So, what you need to do, if you're watching this video or come across it, you need to go to Exodus. I told you, go read the 5 books of Moses and read about the law. That's what you need to do. But we telling you things that worshiping other idols get you put to death. I mentioned this in the lesson, defiling the temple. Just having Shiva Justice in your head. And you're going to let Yahweh pull up on you with Shiva Justice in your head, you're going to die. Because you are worshiping the Hindu goddess Shiva. It's the small, it don't matter what it is. If you walking righteously, you doing everything you possibly. We wearing diverse colors. You wearing a shirt that got that's 35% polyester and the rest of it cotton. That's going off. We trying. That's why like when brother go make garments. Like I got a seamstress. She only charged 25. It used to be 20, but since the cost of living went up, so she charged me 25. So I get the brothers. The brothers, I say, hey, you can go to Joann's. I usually go to Walmart to get my fabric. You can go to Joann's or Walmart. They get the fabrics. They bring it to me. I make sure, brothers, hey, make sure your fabric is 100% cotton or it's 100% polyester, whatever it is. But make sure it's 100% cotton. The blue ribbon on the bottom, make sure it's 100% whatever. That we can do because we get to go and pick what garments we want, what fabric we're gonna use. Those things you can. It's just like going to the grocery store and you looking at the ingredients on the menu. I mean, the ingredients on the because you can pick up beef sausage, but it'll be encased in pork. If you eat turkey sausage, you can go pick up turkey sausage, and sometimes it may be encased in pork or beef. You gotta look at that shit. So anyway, going back to this, I had to just mention that because I was gonna do a lesson on it, but I said no, I'm not gonna do that. She can just go read it herself. This is Isaiah 6, and 15. Just go read the laws, man. That's all you gotta do. All the book of Leviticus, um, most of Exodus, Deuteronomy, Genesis is full of laws, man. You need to go. You can go to Google and type in what law you're looking for and go read it. Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. See, this is about, oh, what's that? Luke 12 and 51. The Lord said, no, Luke 12 and, yeah, 51 or 49, I think it is. Luke 12 and 49. So then you got, this is Isaiah. She talking about she watch us. She been watching us. You should know we don't just be talking about no smoking, adultery, and dietary law. If you've been watching, there's a lot of laws the apostles been going into for years, elder bishops and elders, brothers. So I don't know who you've been watching. Tell me you've been watching us for a long time. Then you should know we ain't just talking about, keeping dietary law and adultery and smoking. We mentioned a lot of other things. If somebody see you put blood on your doorpost on the Passover, you don't know. Your neighbor might call the police unless you get in the house and your neighbors ain't that close. You know, of course we do it, but you might got somebody that might say, "Oh, this, that's some type of health hazard or health code or something." They're just things. Oh, going to a restaurant. You know that you get a steak because now working in this would be my maybe fourth, third or fourth restaurant I worked in. But working at the plantation I'm at now, and I see like, okay, I'm gonna get some on the grill. Then it's like they grease the grill down with fucking bacon grease. The grease, the grease that comes from the bacon, they use it to grease down the grills in the morning. And then it's like, okay, I'm gonna get something fried. Come to find out, I didn't know these devils, they fry the damn pork chops in the same grease where they drop the chicken tenders in, the little chicken fingers. They fry the pork chop in that shit. So it's like, damn, everywhere you go at, you done cleaned yourself out with parasites. You done cleaned your parasites out of your body when we was in the world. I know I did. Cleaned all the parasites out of me using the L-9 pills, Bacopa, and black walnut and black what is it? Black wormwood and walnut oil. Then you get a parasites out of your body. Then all of a sudden you get a taste for some sweet shit. Come to find out, you done been eating chicken fingers from a place. They cooking fucking pork in that shit. So you know the parasites in the grease, right? So you know it's on your chicken fingers. Now you got a sweet tooth all of a sudden that you ain't never had. Yeah, we can't escape this madness, man. Anyway, this is Isaiah 13 and 5. I'd be going all night if I did a lesson responding to this young sister, whoever she is. But I mean, she wasn't rude. She just like, why y'all don't talk about the other 600 and some laws? We mention it. We mention it. It's all covered in Judges 5 and 11 about rehearsing and righteous acts of the Lord. If you want to go into detail, because there's so much details. He tell you if a man fighting and his girl want to help him fight and she grabbed this man balls, her hand supposed to get cut off. In Deuteronomy 20, was that 23 and 1? It said if a man cut off his rod, he shall not enter to the kingdom of heaven. There's a lot of laws. You need to go read them. And I keep mentioning it because I kind of had got hot and I realized at the point about doing a lesson on it. But I'm like, nah, I'm not even finna do it. This is Isaiah 13 and 5. That's why I keep mentioning it, because it was hot on my spirit for a while to do it. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. How ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. See, these weapons are the Lord's. Now this is, let's get Jeremiah. And there's so many precepts, man, dealing with these intercontinental ballistic missiles. This is Jeremiah 50 and 25, I think it is. We say the same difference. It's Jeremiah 50 and 25. Yahweh have opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. Now I just read right here, it said, Isaiah 13 and 5, it reads, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. The whole land, talking about America, Babylon, and Great. It said they come from a far country. What are the they? This is Jeremiah 59. The they is talking about this here. This Jeremiah 59. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. It's talking about Russia. And they shall set themselves on array against her. From thence shall she be taken. What's the from thence? They come from a far country. From thence shall she be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. So it said, right? In Jeremiah 50 and 25, it said, the Lord hath opened up his armory, right? An armory. You know who's at that armory? Men. You know what men doing? Creating weapons. This is Isaiah 54 and 16. It reads, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. So that's what's in the armory. Smiths that bloweth the coals in the fire. The instrument for his works is the waster. This word waster let's go to the word waster here. H7843.
Strong's H 7843. Shachath. Shachath.
See it say to destroy, corrupt, go to ruin, decay, to be marred, be destroyed, to be spoiled, be corrupted, be rotten. It got destroyer, primitive root to decay, ruin, destroy, perish, utterly waste, lose. That's what a waste is. It's a destroyer. See, destroy, perish. So whatever type of weapons these are, that's in the Lord's armory. This is 2 Peter 3 and 10. And man, it's always articles. That's what I don't understand. The guys that say ain't no missiles in the Bible. So you think, well, we watch every day in the news or we see in articles. You don't think this was already written in the scriptures, man? We talking about a, prophecy book. We talking about the book that's filled with prophecies, man, from front to the back. From front to the back, man, from Genesis to Revelation, man. Number of prophecies. And you don't think that the intercontinental ballistic missile that we see being tested ain't in the Bible, man. So I tell you in Ezekiel 4 and 13 that we're going to eat our food to follow among the Gentiles. So back in the ancient time, during the time of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? The 12 patriarchs, one of the defile food back then, man. We weren't eating no defile food being in the Babylonian Empire, the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire. There weren't no defile foods back then, man. Did that prophecy in Ezekiel 4 and 13, we should eat our defiled food among the Gentiles. We should eat our defiled bread among the Gentiles. That's happening now. We weren't even eating GMO foods back in the 70s and 80s, man. In the 50s and the 60s and 1800s. In the 1500s, the 1300s. We don't defile food. So we talking about a Bible, a book filled with prophecies. You don't think the missiles is in the Bible, man? 2 Peter 3 and 10, but the day of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh shall come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved. Dissolved. What manner of persons are ye to be in our holy conversation and conduct, conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of power, wherein the heavens being on fire, the earth shall be on fire. North America, Babylon the Great would be totally consumed with fire. All 5,000 square miles of America being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Everything is made with elements. There's another one. Just a couple of these I want to get. Was it 2 Thessalonians? Was that 1? Let's see. So 2 Thessalonians at 1. Yup. Let's read this. 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, which we got enemies. 17 nations, heathens were for enemies. And to you who have trouble, rest with us. This is the point I want to make. When the Lord Yahweh shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not God and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Mashiach. See, in flaming fire, man. And the Lord said in Luke, in California, stay on fire, man. The Lord stay judging California, because ain't no more wickedness goes on over there. In all the country, in all the states in America, but California is the everything get passed in California first, and they go to the rest of the states. Luke 12:49, like rainbow slaughters. I am come to send fire on the earth. This is what the Lord finna do, man. A day coming that's gonna burn as an oven. And when it do will you have mercy from Yahweh Shema Shah to not get burned? I am come, Luke 12:49. I am come to send fire on the earth. And what will I if it be already kindled? And there's a lot of fires been kindling. And there are lessons some years ago. The fire that went on in Greece, and it killed 25 people because they surrounded these people. And it was 25 people. And you know what they had to do? They held hands and died together. 25. About 4 years ago now, I think. Maybe 5. These years been going by so fast. But it was 25 people in Greece. They died holding their hands because they couldn't escape the fire. And to show you the Lord, the poetic justice of Yahweh Shema Shah. Because it tell you in Joel 2, it said you should not be able to escape these fires. It said fire burning. Matter of fact, let me get it. Let's get it in Joel. You ain't gonna be able to escape, man. That's a Joel 2, somewhere up 6 or 7. So these missiles, when you read in Joel 2, from verse 1 down to 10, right? Because 10 say the earth shall quake before them. What's gonna make the earth quake, man? The earth shall quake before them. Before what? What's gonna make the earth quake? So I'm gonna make this point right here is say, right here, Joel 2 and 3. Listen, it reads, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. Right? The land is as a garden of Eden before them. Right now, everything is like paradise, peaches and cream. Everybody living my best life. And behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape them. So if a fire devour before you, and it said behind them a flame burneth, how you gonna escape that? And when that happened in Greece, I read this precept in the lesson. Their asses couldn't escape the fire, man. Oh, the people that burnt up in the cars in California a couple years ago, they couldn't get out the car, man. We did a lesson on that. Can you picture dying in a car, whatever type of car it is, all this metal and plastic and fiberglass around you, and you gotta die? Really, you got the windows down, up, suffocating, man, because you can't get away. Oh, the chick that died in the storm up there in Buffalo, New York. Talking about she went to go see her, check on her daddy, or coming from checking on her daddy or something. Did a lesson on that. She died in the car because the snow covered the car. She couldn't get out. The Lord is cold because he kills. He killed some with a car with fire, flames. And then some he killed with snow. The Lord cold, man. Repent. Terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. But yeah, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. This is what's coming. And we constantly see it. We constantly see this in the news day in and day out, man. All over the scriptures. Let me get the one that's a rock. What is that? Ecclesiasticus. No. Second Ezra 16, if I'm mistaken. Yeah. Second Ezra 16 and 1, it reads, Woe be unto thee, Babylon, and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourself with cloth of sack and hair. Bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? This is verse 8. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? Oh, that's another one. What is it that? Is that Psalms 11? Let me see if I can get this. Yep. This is Psalms 11 and 6. Upon the wicked shall he rain snares, fire and brimstone, and in horrible tempests. This shall be the portion of their cup. Whose cup? It said, upon the wicked, Psalms 11:6. Upon the wicked shall he rain snares, fire and brimstone, and in horrible tempests. This shall be the portion of their cups. The Lord is going to rain snares on these people, man. 2/3 in heathens. Now, it says he's going to rain these snares, right? So here's Job 20 and 22. It reads, in the fullness of his sufficiency, who? The wicked, he shall be in straits. See, it's going to be on the wicked. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. This word wicked, he only said every hand of the wicked, talking about the laborers. When he is about to fill his belly, who? The least, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. Look at this, Job 20:25. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. What's drawn and cometh out of the body? What's drawn? The intercontinental ballistic missile. What is the body? The silo that the missiles sit in. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yeah, the glittering sword, the missile, the flaming missile, cometh. It said that glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. So the Lord is going to rain these missiles, like when you saw, and I played the clip from Terminator 3. When you see in the clip Terminator 3, when they shoot the missiles off and they come out of the silos. This is what we see in the news day in and day out, man. Now, you ain't gonna understand nor accept that the Bible is talking about intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. Because the Lord got to give you the eyesight to see the vision. What's that? Proverbs 25? No, Proverbs 29:18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. The Lord got to give you, got to open your mind up to the understanding. And if you can't see it, hey, that's the will of the Lord, man. But missiles are in the Bible. World War III is in the Bible. Now this is Revelations 11. Now we always read and tell them how to bring this out. And the guy, this slow better nigga, 2 weeks ago said, "See how y'all link the word woe with World War I, II, and III? Because he don't understand, man." So first is Revelations 9 and 12. It reads, But the Lord got to give you the understanding, man. That's why it's beautiful that everybody don't understand this. Then it'll be common knowledge, like going to college and getting you a bachelor's or a master's or associates, right? A PhD, any some doctrine to some degree of life. That's what the truth would be in the world. Everybody will have it. Then it wouldn't be special. Like it say in Colossians 1 and 26, when you read that, it say the mysteries that have been hid from ages have not been made manifest to his saints. The word mystery, when we look it up, it say to the initiated and not to ordinary mortals. This is Revelation 9 and 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. So what is a woe? Let's see what the blue letter say. G3759. Let's see what this woe say.
Strong's G 3759. Uai. Uai.
So it don't give you much. It say woe, alas, woe. So it don't give you much. So when you go here to Matthew, that one of the precepts in the column say Matthew 18 and 7, right? It's a lot of them in here. It say woe unto the world because of offenses. So it said woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must needs be that offenses come. But woe to that man that by whom the offense is coming. So this ain't no good thing right here. Because it said woe unto the world because of offenses. Offenses is not a good thing. Offending somebody wickedly. If a person being offended and you teaching righteously, that ain't on you. That's the Lord turn that offense to a stumbling block, which the scripture say in First Peter 2 and 6, that Yahweh is gonna be a stumbling block. Also in Isaiah 8, the Lord gonna be a stumbling block. So if a person offended at you teaching 100% truth, then that's the Lord making them a stumbling. He's making that so-called offense a stumbling block because it's not offense. So anyway, woe is not something that's good. Now let me see what Google say about the word woe, because the blue letter don't give you much. That's why apostles always go to the point. You got to go into these words because they don't give that much on the word woe here. Woe is not linked with anything good, man. So let's see what Google say. Woe. So this is the word woe. Woe. It's a similar word. It's a noun. Misery, sorrow, distress, wretchedness, right? Desolation, disaster, pain, suffering, affliction, ooh, agony, ooh, torment, anguish. That's what woe is, man. Again, the word is woe. Misery, sorrow, disaster, desolation, affliction, suffering, pain, torment, agony, okay? Grief. That's what woe is, man. So when this nigga talking about y'all linking the word woe to World War One, Revelation 9 and 12, one woe is past, one what? Desolation, one agony. It said one suffering, one affliction, one pain, one disaster is past, and behold, there'll come two woes more hereafter. So this is Revelations 11 and 14. We always, we put these together because they go together. Revelations 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, a third will coming quickly. So we had two world wars already, two disasters, two agonies, two sufferings, two desolations, and behold, a third will coming quickly. This is talking about World War III, man. Now, how is it right here in Revelations 11? It reads, Revelation 11 and 12, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. They showed you the movie Independence Day about the chariots. They showed you that in Independence Day, man. It say, and at this, it say, in the same hour there was a great earthquake, right? There was a great earthquake, and a 10th part of the city fell. America, Babylon the Great, 10 FEMA zones. When you count from 0 to 9, that's 10 numbers. Every state has a zip code and an area code from 0 to 9. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, which is a complete number. And the remnant were frightened and gave glory to the Lord. So how the earth, it say, in the same hour there was an earthquake, right? So I read in Isaiah, right, about this earthquake. Also, let me get this in Isaiah, was it Isaiah 24, right? And 18. So this is Isaiah 24. Ooh. So right here reads, let's see. So it's Isaiah 24 and 18. And it shall come to pass that he who flee from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit. What's the noise? What's the noise? From the missiles, man. When you go to Judges, when you go to Judges 5 and 11, what did it say? The Lord is cold, man. This is Judges 5 and 11. They that are delivered from what, Lord? From the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water. What's drawing water mean? That mean you a servant. To draw water from somebody for someone mean you a slave. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers. I just read Revelation 11:13 when they say the remnant. It said they heard a great voice from heaven saying, Come up hither, and they ascended up into heaven in the cloud. And then there was an earthquake. They that are delivered from scarcely, with that 1 Peter 4 and 18, the righteous shall scarcely be saved. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers. What's the archers? It's talking about the intercontinental missiles that's coming out of those silos. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. When you woke up to the truth, what do you go to? Does it tell you in Sirach what the doorsteps of the elders? What do? It said, Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. What's at the gates of our cities in ancient time? The leaders. You inquire of the Lord, you got to go to a seer. That's who at the gates. We went to the apostles, man. The apostles, the elder bishops, and elders. That's what this talking about, man. When you say, Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates, man. Because the Lord set us up with 4 spiritual fathers and hundreds of spiritual uncles, man. Let's go back. Because talking about this noise. And it shall come to pass, Isaiah 24 and 18, that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit. And see, those that flee, they're going to be the elites. They got bunkers. That's going to be their pit until Yahweh shall. Until after the destruction is over with, then the Lord going to go and get them. And he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the windows on high are open, and the foundation of the earth do quake. It said the windows are on high are open, which is the missiles going up, coming back down. It say the earth, see it? The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The Lord is finna clean off the earth, man. And other than water, fire is the best cleaning agent. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage. And the transgressions thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. What? The transgressions. Say it's going to be heavy upon it. So we see what's going to make the earth reel to and fro like a drunkard. Those intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. And I just want to make some points on that. Lord was edifying. You gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rikah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the bishop and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all the Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the occupant pushing this truth and believing this truth that the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the author of listen learning. If you sisters will listen learning, for tuning in. May Yahweh Shema Shaka team bless you in your houses. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. Till next time I say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Shalak, Rayum, Wa, Anashim, Wa, Abadyum, Wa, Haragyum, Wa, Mashapayim, Ha, Kal, Adawamyum, Wa, Kawaryum, Wa, Ayab, Yumna, Wa, Bakashah, 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 Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Tawadama. Shalom. Hey, Thawaf posting those pre-sales, bro. Thawaf tuning in. Hey, man, how about Shema Shah continue bless you in your houses? Stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. Shalom.